Charles Fort was he was a Victorian investigator of the weird, basically, and his modus operandi, he was a holist, holist, so somebody, as opposed to a reductivist, to somebody who only looks at the most narrow set of cases. He wanted to look at the totality of cases. And so his theory was, if he took all of the facts that had been rejected by modern science and stuffed them into one book, that he would reach a greater vision of the world, basically. So his books are full of they're full of just really strange, like flying wheels of light, rains of blood, um, gelatinous clouds in the sky. That's another fun one. A lot of it discusses meteorites, which were still being scientifically argued over at the time. Stuff like some of what's in his books we look at and we go, oh, but that stuff obviously exists. Not so obvious back then. His followers have continued this legacy and have developed a sort of discipline or methodology centered around picking the strangest claims. And then they sort of compile these strange claims into books. This has its pros and cons. The pro is, this is data. We can't just neglect the data because it's weird. And some of the data does tell us important facts about Bigfoot. The con is, these are the most weirdest Bigfoot encounters you've ever seen. And most of them read like the people involved were on crack. To be a little rude, a little like very like Bigfoot in a spaceship, or Bigfoot like flying through walls, or like one where he shows up and he's wearing a space helmet and he's like eating a cow and then he starts playing music, like very bizarre encounters. And we don't want to dismiss those encounters unless we find good reason to think they're false. But we'll just accept, for the sake of argument, that these encounters are just as reliable as Big Man the ape standing in the woods going, "Hey, folks."